Hey guys, this is Chauncey from Good Music to Know, and today I'm joined by the band.com. Their music blends dreamy synths, soft guitars, and an emotional, almost nostalgic energy that stays with you. There's a warmth and haziness to their sound, like something between a memory and a feeling. With recent singles like Tell Me About Your Last Breakup and Surrender, they continue to explore emotion through a consistent and yet atmospheric sound, and we're super stoked to have them on the show today.
That was cool. It's like, dang, I never had an introduction like that. I was like, dang, that was like, got me emotional.
Yeah. Yay. Yeah. But so jumping into one of your singles, I think from this year, it's called Tell Me About Your Last Breakup. So it has like such a raw and emotional tone. It's like a mixture between like a floating memory, but also melancholy. So I was just curious, like, is this like a song based on real experience, or was it more of just like a collective feeling?
I think definitely for sure collective feeling. I made that song with my friend Zach, who's goes on the project's Famous Friend. He pretty much made the structure of like the whole song. I added like some guitar here and there in the vocals, but we were like thinking of things to write about, and I was like, I feel like this kind of has a like, melancholy sound. It has like, but it's also kind of upbeat. We should make a song about breakups and stuff like that, and he's like, yeah, let's do it, and we just went from there.
Yeah, cool. And then the other song you have, Surrender, which has been on repeat for a while now. I love that song.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, so there's such a like quiet ache about surrender. There's like the fear of not being enough, but still choosing to be open. So just curious, like, what does vulnerability mean to you when you're like writing or performing?
It's everything. I feel like especially for writing and for a lot of artists, I don't know if it's the right thing to do, but it's a lot of people's venting source, a lot of way how people get their emotions out there. So that was me for a long time. I definitely use music as escape. And even on stage, like I noticed from people who've seen us live, they like tell us like, oh, your energy on stage is like, I love how you just don't care, like you just yourself. And it's like, it kind of feels that too, like you go on stage and you kind of just feel that energy back and forth. I definitely think it's necessary for both the writing and performing aspect.
Yeah, that's probably the best feeling as well when you see people like reciprocating that energy in the crowd and singing
For
your
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and one thing I like about your sound is that like it's consistent. Your sound definitely has this consistency with the mellow, synthy, dreamwave type sound. So how do you keep evolving while still holding true to like your signature like .com sound?
I don't know. I feel like it's mostly what comes down to is like how you said, it's like the sounds and I feel like the melody I stick with. I feel like I do want to explore with different stuff, and I always want to explore different genres, but what always comes down to is like it's got to have a really catchy melody and like a melancholic melody, and I feel like that's what and ties it all back to like my like the .com sound. It's like I feel like what people most often say about my music is like oh, I really like your instrumentals or your leads and your melodies. So I feel like that's what always ties it back. So definitely the melodies I think is a big part of it.
Yeah. And just curious, who are some musical inspirations or like bands that maybe have like shaped your sound or even how you approach music?
So it's a big list. I think overall, like just off the bat, the people would instantly hear in my music is probably like Tame Impala, Home Shake, Joy Division, Radiohead pretty recently. But now, like I would say, like I have my friend Leroy, he's in my band. He plays drums. And I met this guy in high school, and I was like barely getting into music at that time. And he was in jazz band. He was like the really cool guy in school. Like he was an artsy hipster guy. Yeah. And I really wanted to be his friend. And we like started jamming. And he was amazing. He like got me so much into guitar. He put me on so much instruments and like how to be a better musician. And I remember one piece of advice he gave me was how to make it in the industry is like, honestly, all you need is consistency and like determination and stuff like that. And I was like, that stuck with me this whole time. I still tell him to this day, like, dude, like you genuinely inspired me so much when I was like getting into this music stuff. And now he's a good friend in the band. So those people are like really big inspirations.
Yeah, that's super cool. Yeah. And then I know this year, so you mentioned this already, but you released features with Famous Friend, and you're gonna have to help me say this other person's name because I don't want to mess it up. The Mask is?
The Mask, yeah. Mask. It's just Mask.
Okay,
yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because I was like, okay. Yeah. But I'm curious, like, how did those collabs come about?
Mask reached out to me. They both reached out to me first. They're like, hey, I have some songs like in the locker. I was seeing like if you, I think like they would sound good if you hopped on them, and I was like, yeah, sure. I think this year I was like really just wanting to do more collabs. I was like getting kind of like how to say burnt out of doing everything in my bedroom. It kind of gets like this feeling of like kind of like a echo chamber kind of feel like like I liked having this process of work with other people now and like getting different ideas flowing. And I have more collabs coming out this year that I'm excited for. But yeah, those two ones, they just reached out to me and like I like the music and I was like, this is sick, let's do it. So yeah.
Yeah, they worked out really well.
Thank
And
you.
I know your last album came out in 2021. I think it was In Their Shadows.
Mm-hmm.
So just curious, like, are these singles kind of maybe like a precursor to like an EP or maybe like an album or something that we can expect this year?
That's cool. I get it. It is. I'm gonna release an album like in September, but I didn't plan it like that at all. It's funny how you pointed that out. It just I guess lined up perfectly. But yeah, I am gonna release an album EP this year. My bad, and it should be coming out in September. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, can't wait.
Thank
And
you.
I always like to ask this question but is there like a song that means something different to you now than when you originally wrote it?
I'm trying to think.
Or maybe it's like taken on like a different meaning somehow?
There's a couple songs. One song that I do like it still, but I look back and I kind of cringe at it. It's like because there's a lot of songs I released when I was younger. I never thought I would have any sort of success in music, like have like a following. So
Yeah.
I would like kind of like, am I allowed to curse or not? I just want to.
Oh yeah, it's fine. You can't.
I kind of like just shit posted a lot of songs when I was in high school. Like songs like kind of like blew up that like Why Do I Fall for a Girl I See and Will I Ever Find Love? And those songs, like I think they're fun now. Like I still play them, but I just like the names are so kind of like cringy. I'm like, yeah, this is so bad. Like I was just definitely like the teenage boy who's angsty and like, man, God, why no one likes nice guys? And it's just like really bad. So like that aspect, I like cringe back, but it's just because I just never thought this music was going to go anywhere. I was kind of just like posting things like, okay, I was kind of like using how you said it earlier, like a venting source. I was just like posting stuff, but those songs are kind of like, I look back and wish I could have, done them a little differently. But songs that kind of like have had like an aspect of like it changed the meaning was I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe like I feel like Ava. I feel like Ava's a song on my first song I did, which is like a piano ballad.
Yeah.
I really like that song, and people started getting more into it. Like just like a couple like last year, people like really started liking it. I think that song kind of like got a whole new vibe. Sometimes actually is another one. Sometimes is another song that people have a whole new memory to. Like people would come up to me at shows and tell me how insanely like it may change their lives, and it's like awe-inspiring. Like it makes me feel blessed and privileged to be in that space. But when I would look back when I was in that moment writing that song, I never thought of that. I was like,
oh yeah,
like the way people's stories correlate with that and how they kind of like amplify the message in that song is like the writer never perceives it that way, kind of thing like that.
Yeah, it's always cool to see like how it takes on a different form from someone else's interpretation.
Exactly.
Yeah. And if someone like were to hear your music for the first time, what's one track that you would want them to start with?
That's a good question. I feel like everyone always wants to go with their most popular song, but I feel like I kind of want to do a song that like has a blend of everything of my vibe, like kind of like melancholy, little post-punk, dreamy stuff. A good choice would either be Nevermore or Ricky's song. I think those two songs are pretty good for people to get into.
Yeah. And so, like, what else is on the horizon for you for 2025? I know you said there's some collabs in the EP. Do you have any like shows or anything like that coming up?
Yeah, we have a couple shows. I've been a little more, I want to say picky with shows. I think I've just been like, because I used to do a thing where like when people start off in like in the like live space, they would like say yes to shows anytime they got offered because you're trying to build your name, trying to get some exposure, but it could quickly burn you out. So now I'm like limiting myself. So I don't have much shows coming up this year, but I have 2 to 3 that I'm really excited for. They're really cool lineups. I have one, I don't know when this is gonna get released, but I have one in July. I don't know the exact date yet. That one's gonna be in Pomona with
Cool.
I'm supporting Deceased, Cathedral Bells, and Cinderella, a really cool lineup. They're all really cool friends, so I'm excited for that. And then I have some more in the line, but I don't want to spoil them yet.
Yeah. We need to get you to Europe one day.
Yeah, I know. I want to go there so bad. I have some mutuals, Indigo Waves, they like went out there for the first time. They did a whole tour, and I was like, that's so sick. And then even Cathedral Bells, they did a tour. I got to see all these like peers doing it, and like it looked so fun.
Yeah, I did a backstage interview with Indigo Waves.
Yeah, I saw that. This is really
They're,
cool.
they're
Yeah.
the nicest. They're the nicest guys
They're
ever.
great guys. They're great guys. We were supposed to play a show with them, but sadly they got sick. But hopefully timelines back up again, and we play another show with them because I love their sound. They're amazing.
Yeah, that'd be super cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, so those were like the main questions I had for you. Were there any like final words that you would like to leave with the listeners and your fans?
I want to say I appreciate everyone for listening. I appreciate Chauncey. Is that how you pronounce your name?
Chauncey, yeah.
Chauncey. Okay, I appreciate her for reaching out and doing this interview. It was really cool. I haven't really done much interviews, so this is sick. Yeah, so I appreciate everyone for listening and getting to me to the point where I'm at, having these cool opportunities like this. Like I stated before, I never thought this would ever take off. I was like a kid in my bedroom, and I still like this now. I just release music and make music in my bedroom, and never thought I'd be getting some sort of attention on me. So I appreciate all that. I appreciate the opportunities you guys have given me. And yeah, thank you so much. New stuff coming on the way, new EP that I'm super excited for everyone to hear. Yeah, thank you.